Welcome to the December edition of the President's Corner. We've made it to the end of the fall semester. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. This month, I am excited to share an update on the development of our new college strategic plan. Also, I am excited to introduce a new segment, Bear Connect, where I will be highlighting students, staff, and faculty around PC throughout the year. This month, I'm excited to introduce you to Heather Agudi, a full-time student at PC who shared her experiences in the fall semester with me. Finally, I want to take a moment to reflect on this strange year, 2020. While it has been difficult, it has also shone a bright light on the resilience and commitment of our community. I hope you enjoyed this video presentation. While this fall has been unusual, to say the least, progress continues. One key initiative that has advanced this semester is work on our new strategic plan. The strategic plan serves to focus our work on our future goals and how we will achieve them. The plan is a key component in tying our mission to the achievements of the institution. This critical work is yet another example of how our campus continues to rise through resilience to remain focused on the future. We're currently winding down the initial phase, which has kicked off with intensive listening. Thank you to everyone who participated in the campus listening sessions. If you were unable to attend, you will still have an opportunity to share your voice in the planning process. In late January, we will be deploying a campus-wide survey. This survey will be focused on gaining feedback from all stakeholders on campus on the college mission and vision, which will help guide the strategic plan. It is critical that this process is inclusive and that all voices are heard. Your participation will ultimately help shape the strategic vision of the college for the next few years. As the planning process moves forward, stay tuned for regular updates from our Director of Institutional Research, Eugene Yee, and the Strategic Planning Committee Tri-Chairs. Hello everyone, I am Larry Johnson. I have the awesome opportunity to serve as the president of Phoenix College. I would like to introduce what's called Bear Connect. Bear Connect is an opportunity for me to meet with some of our amazing students to hear their thoughts, to hear their visions, and just to learn a little bit more about them. So today I have the privilege and honor to have one of our amazing students with me today, and her name is Heather Agudi. Is that correct, Heather? Did I get that correct?
Yes.
That's great. And one of the special, I would say, things about Heather that you would need to know, and she'll tell you more about it, is Heather is Navajo, right? You're from the Navajo tribe?
Yes, I am Navajo, full-blooded Navajo.
Yes, yes. So Heather, let's get right into this. So tell me a little bit about yourself and let me know, which school did you go to?
I actually went to a charter school. I started out at Boulder Creek High School in Anthem, and I was falling a little behind, so I got the opportunity to go somewhere that I was able to learn one-on-one with my teachers, which I really liked. I got to learn a lot from them, so it was very nice. I graduated from there about almost a decade ago, and I started college 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, and I'm in my junior year of college right now. And I have 3 kids,
Okay.
and I have a wife. We all live in Arizona. Yeah, I'm a mom, a student, and I work full time. So it's a lot to juggle when you're taking classes full time.
So what you have just demonstrated that there is hope for all of our students to be full-time, to be working, to have, a family, and to still be actively engaged. So what is your major, by the way? What is your major?
I am majoring in forensic science.
Okay.
I've been in love with it since I've been a little girl. I've tried nursing. I thought it would be interesting, but it wasn't what I wanted to do because I didn't have the passion to do it. So, and going to PC, I do have that passion, and it's interesting to go and meet instructors that are in the field that you are in or in that direction, and it's just a great opportunity.
Nice, nice. So we are now in this COVID-19 pandemic, and as you know, we've had to pivot to more of an online instruction, and even in how we deliver our services and student affairs to many of our students.
And when you think of the fall semester, what are maybe one or two challenges that you faced as a student?
The main one that I face is not having the interaction with my instructor to get actual live feedback. That's one of the biggest challenges. The second one would be social interaction. We have had virtual meetings with other classmates, but as you go further into the semester, it's a lot of your classmates don't continue to communicate with you, so you're kind of on your own doing everything by yourself, which is kind of hard. Especially for like physics is what I'm like I feel like is really hard because you have to have those in-person labs, and I think if we were to all go back to in-person classes, we would have a better understanding of what's going on.
I agree with you, and I believe most students will agree that being in person is certainly something that they are missing out on, and we're very hopeful in the future that we will get to that point again. But it sounds like you've been able to really, have the resilience and the grit. You're still enrolled, and we thank you for that. And I'm sure your professors also are appreciative for you remaining, connected to not only them and connected to the classroom environment, but also connected to Phoenix College. So my last question is this. So we know we've had the pandemic. We know that we've had to switch and pivot to this online environment. What are your hopes for the spring semester?
I hope that we're going to be able to at least have some kind of in-person classes. For me personally, I do have to take some more science classes to be able to obtain my degrees. So being able to do something like that would be very amazing. And I had some really amazing instructors this semester that are very understanding about all of the situations that are going on, or personally or with school alone. So it's so nice to have those instructors, but I just really hope that we're able to do that, something like that, or at least have more interaction.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that, Heather. So what nugget would you like to provide to students at Phoenix
I
College?
would I would honestly just say pay attention to your lectures, even if it's online, and I know it's difficult, but still pay attention, because what is being taught to us is everything that we need to learn to pass these classes. So just stay focused, stay on top of your homework, make sure you're not procrastinating, and just keep pushing and going. I feel like I would want to give up, but I know that I have spent so much time, money, and effort into going to school, so I can't do that. But even if you feel like that's something you're leaning toward, don't do it, because you are just going to end up with a regret.
I love that. You heard everyone, you heard it. Failure is not an option. So thank you again, Heather Goody, for spending a little time with me. Everyone, this again is Bear Connect, and you will see additional segments throughout the academic year. Thank you again, Heather. And as I always like to say, the best is still yet to come.
In January, we gathered to kick off our centennial year. Little did we know that this would be one of the last large campus gatherings we would experience this year. Our world quickly changed as the pandemic evolved. We were thrust into remote work and instruction with little time to process and reflect on the monumental changes taking place. But as a college community, we were triumphant. Faculty and staff immersed themselves into the transition with the focus on providing the highest quality educational experience possible for our students. We have all learned about the challenges of working from home, like barking dogs, kids who need assistance with remote learning, and technology limitations, juggling life as parents, partners, workers, students, and humans, all while facing the grim reality of a pandemic that has taken many lives. And yet, through all of this, our community has continued on without wavering, supporting and educating students, providing critical services to the community, and helping each other as we traverse these turbulent times. In the midst of this global crisis, we found ourselves confronted with the traumatic images of the death of George Floyd, and this sparked outrage and protests. As a nation, we grappled with the death of Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and numerous others, Protests filled the streets and difficult, long overdue conversations began about systemic racism. These unfortunate circumstances ignited faculty, staff, students, and the newly reconstituted Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee to explore ways to have a real talk about the systemic inequities and how we, as a college community, could advance the conversation through meaningful and courageous dialogue. Maya Angelou's words reflect these aforementioned sentiments when she states, "We may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them." Today, we continue to navigate the pandemic and the social climate of our nation. I remain hopeful and optimistic about the future. In 1920, our founders were embarking on a courageous new path as the world began to heal from a global pandemic. While this year has presented numerous obstacles, it has also cultivated countless examples of the dedication and the resolve of our community. Today, we stand poised to take bold steps into the future to continue the legacy they started in changing the lives of learners. As 2020 draws to a close, I want to thank you for your dedication and service throughout the year. I am inspired every day by each of you. I appreciate your patience and empathy as we have progressed through such an unpredictable year, which has unfolded in unexpected ways. Oftentimes, we have not had answers to the most pressing questions due to the ambiguity and uncertainty presented by the situation, but you have remained steadfast nonetheless. We do not know what 2021 will bring, but I know that no matter what we face, we will face it as a community, and we will continue to rise through the resilience that has carried us through these last 100 years. Thank you for taking time to join us this month. The winter break is upon us. I hope you take time to rest and relax. When we return, we will continue the important work of the college, changing lives. We will kick off the semester with our spring convocation, which will be held virtually at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, January 12th. I look forward to an exciting spring, thanks to the incredible work you each do to advance the college through all obstacles. Wishing you and yours a joyous, although unique, holiday season. And remember, the best is still yet to come.